Body. So good morning to the Pilates class. So let's start with lying down. If you have a sore or sensitive spine, just take an extra blanket under the spine if you like, or like this sheep thing. Maybe it's nice, and then just lie down. We start with the basic to remember what's important and to remember what it's about. So lying down, nice and easy. And relaxing how your arms, your shoulders, relaxing the legs. Sometimes you have to shake a little bit to really relaxing. And then just close your eyes and pay attention of the breath. And we breathing mostly too high in our chest and flank area. And when we are resting, now we have to breathing into the belly. So put your hands on the belly and feel the rising and falling of the belly. On the inhalation, let the belly expand forwards. And on the exhalation, it folds in. When you feel the opposite, that's meaning you breathing into your chest. So relax your chest. Just breathing with the diaphragm, the muscle in between your torso. And when we're breathing too high, we're breathing more with our neck and throat muscles and muscles in between the ribs. So when we're breathing a lot there, we get very stiff and painful and neck and throat and muscles and chest muscles. Really relaxing in your breath. Learning to control your breath. Controlling is the key word of Pilates. So controlling your breath from a controlled movement from the center. That's what Pilates is. That this breath is efficient when we are lying and relaxing. When we start moving more dynamically, using strength, then we start to move to breathe into the flank area. So that's the area where we breathe in Pilates, flank area. Never a chest breathing that we do if we go for a run. So in rest, breathing into the belly, or the movement is in the belly. Activity moving into the flank area. Good. So that was the first one, what is important in Pilates. Second one is the center, the pelvis, moving from a strong, fixed center. So let's move the center. So on the inhalation, let your pelvic bones you feel on the front, let them go forwards. So you have space for your hand to go through, and then exhale. Draw the navel in, bring your pubic bone more into the navel. So there's no space for your hand to go through. So inhale, open, and exhale, navel in. Inhale, open, and exhale, navel in. So one more, inhale, belly is relaxing, and then exhale, navel in. Your belly is active now. Now hold that position, navel in, pressing the lower spine into the mat. Maybe you feel already that the knees want to bend, so you bend them. And then bring your knees above your navel, so the lower spine is to the mat. Then stretch halfway your knees and stay contracting your abdomen. So now it's easy to have your spine into the mat, but now lower one leg. Now the spine wants to go forwards, but you don't do that because you're contracting your abdominals. And then exhale, you bring it back. So the control breath is to work with the movement. So inhale, you creating space by the chest. And then exhale, you bring your leg back. The space is less. So remember, every time when you move away from the center, you're breathing in, and exhale when you move close to the center. Most of the times that's true. Inhale and exhale. And when you forget, just stay breathing through. Inhale and exhale, because the controlling part is more important. Controlling your own breath and controlling the center. So control your center while you're moving your legs. Inhale and exhale. It's about 5 counts, 6 counts on the inhalation. And exhale, also the same. So 5 counts in, and 5 counts out. And you see I do it already almost automatically. I stretch my legs. So if it's easy for you, when you control everything, you can make it harder to stretch your legs. And this is really a basic exercise. I always start with this to remember what it's about. And I was teaching her before this one, the Hatha Yoga class, focus on butterfly. So let's do that also in the Pilates. Let's focus on the butterfly. Good. So then ending with both legs up. And then butterfly in yoga is meaning with your knees out and with your feet, toes together. So it's like a butterfly, like flying a butterfly. Yeah? So butterfly, and now stretching your legs. So legs are together. So now working with the center, and then bending and bring your legs again in butterfly. So inhale and stretch, and exhale butterfly. Inhale. And also here, you can make it harder to stretch your legs further away from you. Or make it easier to stretch your legs more up to the ceiling. Because when you're close to your navel, it's more lighter. When you're moving away from the navel, now you're in line with the navel. And now it's 45 degrees away from the navel. And then it's getting harder. So inhale, you stretch. Exhale, bend. Inhale, you stretch. Exhale, bend. Oh, that's really nice. So first up to the ceiling, a more nicer one, and then a harder one to stretch away. Maybe that's also nice for you. Inhale and exhale. 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 One more inhale and exhale. Just hold your knees and just rock a little bit to left and right in butterfly. I forgot to say something about how you're breathing through the nose or through the mouth. So always breathing to the nose in. When it's getting tough, you're breathing out through your mouth, like, and then you're breathing in again to your nose, so you're breathing out through your mouth. But if maybe you are able to do the whole class and it's easy for you, you're breathing all the time in and out to the nose. So because that's the best way to balance and to stay balanced in your breath. When it's getting tougher, you're breathing out through your mouth. Good. So ending in the middle. So make this butterfly a little bit harder. So now putting your navel in and lifting up your head and shoulders. Now inhale, now you stretch again, you stretch your arms backwards. And then exhale, you come back to the butterfly. Inhale and stretch, so it's like a double stretch. And exhale, coming back. And you work from that fixed center. You stay with the lower spine into the mat. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do one more inhale and exhale. Put your head down again. Just bring your arms by your side wide And then just rock again with your butterfly legs to left and right. So every time when you come back and you press the lower spine really strong into the mat. And you stay with your shoulders into the mat. So actually you're fixed now your shoulders into the mat. Well, your pelvis is moving to left and right, but still supporting with all the muscles. Your abdominals are very important now to support the lower spine and the pelvis. Good. So let's ending to a side. So let's ending to the right because then you can see it better. So my feet are up. My feet are up. And then you're closing the butterfly and you open. So you close the butterfly and you open. The head is just down. So close and open. And close and open. So really have your feet up and stay with your right knee down and the left is moving. Like think about a butterfly. Closing and open. Stay with both shoulders into the mat. Really squeeze the inner thighs. So it's really for the inner thighs now, the cross, your obliques muscles, pelvic floor muscles, lifting your feet, very important to activate the muscles on the inner leg. Good. And then you roll again to the other side. Let's roll a couple of times again. And then ending over to your left and do the same. Stay with both shoulders into the mat. Feet are up and don't lose the feet. And then squeeze. And then inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And if the breath goes too fast, just stay breathing through. When you squeeze and you contract all the muscles deep inside of your core, it's nicer to breathe out. Okay. So now rock to the other side. There, squeeze. And then rock to the other side again. So left squeeze, rocking to the right, and squeeze. And stay with your feet up. Don't lose the feet. Don't lose your shoulders. Maybe you start to feel it the inside of the legs already. Stay breathing through. Or squeeze that breathing out. Inhale and exhale, squeeze. And then the last one, ending in the middle in butterfly again. So I'm now all the way on the end of my mat. It's a way of moving. Now, you stay still in butterfly. It's a butterfly today. And then slowly you lower your legs, a little bit what we did in the beginning with now both legs together in butterfly. And you stay pressing the lower spine into the mat. Dipping the big toe into the water and then coming back with the knees out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And working on the hip flexors too here. So if you feel some muscles or some pain in the hips, check if it's just the muscles who are working or if it's really pain. If it's really pain, stay with the knees then together. But the most important part is to control the center again. So working with your abdominals. Inhale and exhale. Stay working on that core. Okay. Now the last one, you're ending with your feet down in just like a butterfly position here. Now bringing your hands on the back of your head, and remember, it's just to support and not to pull on your head. Then draw the navel in and then lifting the head and shoulders and coming more up. And inhale, going down. And exhale, coming up, just supporting the head. Maybe you don't need that support. And reaching with your fingers to the knees. I like that more because then you don't pull on your head. Inhale. But exhale, some they need it because otherwise the neck is getting painful. But don't pull too hard. Huh? So exhale, reaching, inhale back, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And also have when the repeat is too much, when the breathings are too much, just rest. Remember, this is for you, but maybe this is exactly what you need. Maybe you're a lazy person. So come on, stay doing it. But if something is really hurting, maybe you have an injury, just resting. Listen to yourself in an honest way. What do you need? I need a little bit more. My belly muscles are really lazy, so I have to work a little bit harder in that. Good. One more time. And just ending. Rocking your head to left and right to relax your neck while the inner legs are stretching. And then you come back in the center. Inhale. On the exhalation again, the navel, and then reaching forwards. Now reach your hands forwards. Now bring your palms together, enlace your fingers. I always call this, or we call this, Charlie Angel Mudra in the yoga. So you're reaching forwards like Charlie Angels. Inhale, you come backwards. Exhale, reach forwards. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Now going to the right and going to the left. Going to the right, going to the left, to the right, to the left. Stay breathing through here. Stay working. Reaching to your side. You feel it in the belly. That's good. Stay breathing through. And the last one. Just ending in the middle. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. And then exhale, navel in and reaching forwards again. Inhale, arms all the way overhead. And exhale, reach. Inhale. And exhale, reach. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Then inhale, just coming by your side. Bring your arms just by your side. Inhale. Then on the exhalation, you close the legs, pressing the lower spine into the mat. Then inhale, opening the legs again. And then exhale, close your legs. Inhale, you open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, butterfly, open. Butterfly, close. Inhale. Now exhale, when the butterfly is closed, you press the navel in and then you lifting up your pelvis. Inhale. And then exhale, you rolling down. Then inhale, butterflies, opening the wings. And then exhale, close. Inhale, reaching up with your pelvis. And then exhale, rolling down. Inhale, open butterfly wings. Exhale, close. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, go down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. and exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale, stay up. Stay up. With your feet together, knees together, navel in, buttocks on, spinal muscles are on, arms just by your side. Now leaning on your left foot and stretching your right. And then bend. And then the left. And right. Knees are staying like they're glowing together. Inhale and exhale. Stay up. Inhale and exhale. 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 Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale, stay with the right straight and bring the right all the way up to the ceiling. Flex your feet. Inhale, lower. And then point and exhale, bring it up. Flex. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Chains. So now stretching the left. Flex. Inhale and exhale back. Inhale away. Point. Exhale back. Flex. Inhale. Point. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. And then inhale. Bring your feet back. Then step your feet as wide as possible. Stay with your knees and toes in the same direction. Now you have a little bit more space. Good. Now just twisting. So you go with the left down and then with the right down. Twisting and twisting while you're coming up and down. Twist, 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 twist. Stay breathing. And stay with the knees and toes in the same direction. Stay working with the belly. Don't lose that. And stay breathing through. Feel it in the buttocks, feel it in the belly, inner lats. And just stay straight with both legs down or with both hips on the same level, up and down. When you start to feel the spine, work more with your abdominals. Go less up. And now roll the way down. And then roll the way up. So bigger movement. So roll the way all the way down. And then exhale, roll the way all the way up. Inhale down. And exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale, roll up. One more time. All the way down. Then bring your knees to your chest. And make a couple of circles. So the other way around. Then take your butterfly again, lying down on the belly, on the spine, but working with the belly. So knees are out, feet together, and then reaching with the hands in the center, and lifting up your head and shoulder, navel in, and then start to rock forwards and backwards now. So rolling like a ball, and navel in, around the spine. How easier it is to roll. Stay breathing through. So while you're rolling, you're massaging the spine. Just a couple of rolls. And then the last one, ending to sitting. Just bring your hands to the back and then stretch your legs. Fingers are to the front and then just sinking in, like sinking in your hand, elbows, flexing your feet and then pointing your toes and then lifting all the way up, bringing the head backwards. Inhale. And then exhale back. Inhale and stretch. And exhale back. Inhale. And exhale. 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 The last one. Inhale. Now stay here for 10 counts, or if you like, going with the hips up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly coming down. Then bend your knees, cross or bring both legs to one side and come to all fours. So hands are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips on hip distance. Then inhale, you're looking up, and then exhale, you're round. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale one more time, and exhale. Then come in the center, navel in, come back center, navel in, pelvic floor in, shoulder blades to the center. And now turning your elbows in and then bending down. Just a couple of times here. If it's really hard to turn the elbows in, then turn your fingers a little bit out. Good. Okay, one more time. Now, just bring your left knee a little bit more into the middle and stretching your right leg backwards, navel in. And now you do the same. So you press yourself up and down like the Pilates push-ups. As shoulder blades are really working here. The muscles of your arm, the triceps is working. Good. So now combine a little bit with the knee in. So you squeeze, exhale, then inhale, you stretch, exhale, you bend. Inhale, you're coming up, exhale, squeeze. Inhale and exhale. 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 One more. Inhale and exhale. Now inhale. Stay with the leg backwards. Roll your shoulders to the center. Navel in. Inhale. Now on the exhalation, you swing the leg forwards and then again backwards. So forwards and backwards. 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 One more time. And then just bend. Bring your knees together. Bring the weight backwards. Stretch your arms. A little rest here for the arms and wrist. And then inhale, looking forwards. Just a couple of waves. The vacuum cleaner. So you're coming forwards on the inhalation through your hands. Elbows are off the mat. And then all the way up. Navel in. And then going backwards again. Inhale, going forwards. Press your hands strongly into the mat. Elbows are up. all the way up, and then exhale, rounding, and then again, inhale, coming forwards, and then exhale, coming backwards. Again, in all fours, just preparing again for the Pilates push-up. So navel in, elbows in, shoulder blades active, collarbones wide, and then you come down, and you come up. You come down, you come up, and then let's add the leg. So bring your right knee into the center, stretch your left, navel in, and there we go. Exhale, and inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, now add the leg to squeeze in, exhale, inhale and stretch, exhale, inhale and 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 exhale, inhale, last one, exhale, inhale and exhale. Now inhale, stretch your leg. Now again, so on the exhalation, swing it to your side, inhale backwards, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, last one, and then bend, and bring your legs or weight backwards, head is down. And then inhale, looking forwards. Come with the weight forwards. Press yourself up. And then backwards again. Let's do that 2 more times. The wave. Vacuum cleaner. Lifting up, navel in, rounding, going back. And then again, inhale forwards. And holding. And this time, just coming down. Just coming down on your belly. Just a little rest here. And then legs on hip distance are a little bit wider to activate more the glute. So navel in, shoulder blades are wide. You can lift yourself a little bit up if possible. You can also put your head down and resting with the head. And then pivot bone is into the mat and then lifting the right. And then going down. Let's do that a couple of times. So coming up and coming down. Coming up, coming down. And let the heel turning a little bit in. Think about a ballerina. Now when the heel's turning in, your glute muscles have to work more. If the heel is straight, then probably the hamstring is doing more. But let's focus more on the glute here. Have nice buttocks. And the buttock is also very important to have a good balance from your pelvis area, the lower spine area. The buttocks and your abdominals, they are lazy ones. And how lazy they are, how hyper your spinal muscles getting and your hip flexors. So you have to stretch the spinal muscles and the hip flexors and working on strength on buttocks and your abdominals to have a proper and nice balance between the muscles of the center. Good. And then just let it simple. Let's do the other side. So going up and down with the left. But you focus with turning the heel a little bit in and the legs are a little bit wider than your hips. But stay with the pivot bone into the mat. Stay with the shoulder blades into the center. And then one more. And going down. Just bring your hands under your spine and press yourself a little bit up on the inhalation, and on the exhalation you go down. A little dynamically here. Inhale, going up with the spine. Exhale, coming down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, one more. Inhale. Exhale. So the next, we do again had a butterfly, but now lying down. So bring your knees a little bit wider and bring your feet together, but flex your feet and bring the heels together to work more on the buttocks. And then see if you can lift your legs. So it's probably not much, but lift it up and down. So lift it up and down. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. When you feel the lower spine too much, just put the head down. Stay breathing through. And then stay up. Bring the head up and reaching with the arms backwards. The palms are down. And now you're just pumping with the arms. Just pumping and staying with the legs up. Stay breathing through. Stay pumping. Stay breathing. Stay lifting the legs how far as possible. One more breath. And then stretch your legs, stretch the arms. And then inhale, stretch the arms forwards, lower the legs. And exhale, lift the legs and bring your arms backwards. Inhale. Maybe you feel a burning sensation. Exhale, we are almost done. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. And relax. Then bring the legs together. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Push yourself up again. And then hands and knees, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips like all fours. Rounding like an angry cat. Head is down. And then inhale. Looking up. And again, exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And then exhale. And then put your toes under and lift your knees off the mat. Stretch yourself all the way out. If you're a blanket, maybe go like me with your hands on your yoga mat. It's a little bit nicer. You don't glide away, you slide away. And then walk the feet forwards. Feet on hip distance and bend your knees if you need to. Let the arms, head hanging down. Just a soft forward bend here, just stretching the spine and muscles and buttocks. And there, bending your knees. Step with your feet a little bit wider and bring your knees and toes to the outside. Like a deep, deep squatting position. And then lower your head down. Lower your arms. Just let everything hang down. If you like, you can interlace your fingers and put your
Hands in your neck area and put the head more down.
And then letting go. Bring your hands to the back so you can go sitting. So go in easy cross sitting. Nice and easy, and roll the shoulders forwards and backwards. And then ending with the shoulders backwards and down, looking over your right shoulder, looking over your left shoulder. Stay breathing through. Make sure you stay sitting straight, don't collapse. Sit otherwise on the cushion. Bring something under your knees. So when you training abdominals, most of the time, so the neck muscles are working hard too, and most of the times that's because you do probably too less with your abdominals. When the abdominals are really strong and good coordinated, the neck muscles don't have to do much, and trunk muscles. But to train them, and then neck and throat muscles are having a hard time. So, and it's very good to do something after class for it. So this is a good one. And then come back in the center. And then roll again the shoulders forwards, up and backwards and down. Inhale forwards, up and backwards and down. And then ending with the shoulders again, backwards and down. Now bending sideways, right ear to the right shoulder, stay sitting straight. Inhale, and exhale, left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Just a couple of more. And then we stay to the right, and both shoulders are down. Stay to the right. Stretching your left arm to your side. And turn the chin down, and with your right hand, pull the head a little bit more down. With the right hand, turn the head first straight in the side, and then bring it in center. With your left hand back. We do the other side. Exhale. First head, first left ear to the left shoulder. Make sure you're sitting still straight. And shoulders backwards and down. And reaching with your right hand further away to your side. Stay breathing through. And then softly turning your chin down. And now with the left hand, pull the head a bit more down. The left hand back. Turn the head first so that the face is facing forward. And then bring your right hand back on the knee. And bring your head back in center. And roll your shoulders again. Forwards up, backwards and down. And then ending backwards. Then inhale, circle your arms all the way up. And exhale, circle your arms sideways down. And when you go down, you bring the chin down, you round the spine, you bring your hands backwards, you interlace your fingers, and you bring the arms up. And then you go back again. You let go of your hands, you roll up, you bring your arms all the way up. Inhale. And exhale, going down, chin goes down. Hands to the back, interlace your fingers, inhale. And exhale, going back. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up again. And exhale all the way down. And now stay down. And then bring your arms a little bit to the left and a little bit to the right. Looking maybe up to the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now stay there. Arms as far up as possible. And then bring the arms back, exhale. Then inhale, circle your arms all the way up again to the sky. Then exhale, bring your right hand to the left knee. The left hand goes to the back. Inhale, open your chest. And exhale, look over your shoulder backwards. Inhale, press your fingertips more into the mat to stretch more. Exhale, twist more. Inhale. And exhale. Then inhale, bring your left arm up. Look again to the front. And then bending the sideways while you're holding your right knee tightly. Then reaching and looking into the palm of your hand. And then exhale, looking down and come in a diagonal line down, reaching out with your left hand to the right. And then coming back in the middle, crossing your arms. Reaching. And then inhale, coming all the way up, circle your arms all the way up. And then exhale, bring your left hand to the right knee. Right hand goes to the back on the fingertips. Inhale, lift yourself. And exhale, twist. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And on the inhalation, bring your right arm up. And exhale, bending to the left, holding tightly your right knee. Looking to the palm of your hand. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And then exhale, a diagonal line coming forwards and down, crossing your arms. And then on the inhalation, rise up again, circle your arms all the way up. And then exhale, bring the hands in the center down. And again, inhale, all the way up. And now stay up with the arms. Breathe now into the flank. Breathing into the high chest. And now hold your breath. I count to 10. After 10, you're breathing out. You say hi, you let go of the arms. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So thank you so much for joining my Pilates class. And hope to see you soon again. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.